Okay, Selective Collective, this is Kim with a Celtic cross for you today. This will be my second attempt. The first attempt was doing them one by one, and it didn't work out that well, doing it one by one. So I just stopped like midway, and I'm like, let's redo this. But there was a main message about the Empress, like a good Empress energy, but yet being either confused or about options, or about something that you were actually sure about building in the past, but now there's either some doubt or there's a lot of escapism going on. It was something like that, okay? It was something to that extent, but, yeah, I want to see the whole thing before I make any judgment on what this is actually about. So opening up to your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels. We already burned some Palo Santo. That was in the first take. So have a blessing on this reading. The Seven of Swords wanting to come out, which really might be talking about your strategy at this time because of that. Me seeing the Seven of Cups. Alright, Two of Cups. God. There we go with the escapism. Oh, you put up there for a little bit longer. Do you see her? Yeah, she's escaping. Okay, she's escaping feeling, or she's neglecting something that has to do with her body. Okay, so 2-2. That's good. Outcome. 2 for the outcome, please. Oh, wow. Waiting. Wow, this is intense. Okay. I remember now why I stopped doing these for each sign, because these are intense. I have the Two of Wands here, the past. Okay, it's literally saying that in the past here, you're very focused, or you're determined to get something, to attain some type of goal. You were focused to get to the top of this mountain, all right? Something has changed in this energy, though, because it's going along with the first message. And I want to see why. I have 2-2-2 here, too. It's because there's some sort of balance that has to be here. Or that has, yeah, there's some changes that need to be made that have been delayed just by looking at this. Changes that have been delayed that need to be made. There's balance and there's some more healing to do, especially in regards to whatever it is that needs to change. How are you feeling? You might be feeling down. You might be feeling like the path wasn't getting you where you were going, or like it was never going to happen, or something like that. So, okay. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Look, okay. This is what I'm getting at. I'm getting this. This is like saying with the Four of Cups and the Two of Wands that there was a point in time where you were really focused on this new path that you were going to create for yourself, because something was not making you very happy and you weren't exactly liking the place that you were at or the person you were with. It's something like that. And so you were bound and determined to create another path. You were focused. Okay. You were focused. Okay. So something happened with that, though. I have an earth sign here. It's either Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, I'm going to say. I'm associating this earth sign with somebody that has let you down, or somebody that you don't want to commit to anymore. And now it can be that they were playing some sort of role in your life as like they were making promises, they never came through with them. They acted like they were in charge or control of the money situation. They weren't. They were lying about something too, and they made a promise to your heart space, this person never came through, but you found, and honestly, that this disappointment was what fueled the need to create another path. Now, the Queen of Cups being in the challenge here can also be about a person. The way that it's the reverse is somebody who's like, maybe they're not open to a new relationship, or they're saying to open your heart at this time because there might be a new relationship coming in. That can be what's happening, because I have the Page of Wands as part of your outcome here, and then that King of Pentacles, well, he's in the reverse, so that would be breaking out, like breaking off some sort of commitment there with somebody because of this newfound passion. And then, of course, there's something here about taking care of yourself. There's health, a healthy relationship. So I feel like your heart has gotten let down a lot. And at some point, it was like, I don't care anymore. And maybe about anything. Like, I just don't care anymore. So maybe this is going to be a pleasant surprise for you, I hope. Tell me more about the Two of Cups. If this is indeed something coming in, then what is it also? Judgment. Spirit has a plan. It's waking up. Waking up to a situation where you were not happy. Five of Cups, and then the Six of Swords is the plan that gets you out of there, or out of that situation. All around, it was just disappointing. Five of Cups, it was disappointing, it was sad, it was heartbreaking. But you don't see this plan, you don't even feel this plan. I'm not sure if there's any hope for this type of plan, because I have Judgment, but it's in the reverse, and this is how you're feeling, okay? I feel like this is Spirit saying, trying to lift you up, trying to tell you that, hey, look, something is going to get better. You are going to be able to leave a disappointing period behind. They are just saying that you really need to tap into that inspiration that you had here in the past. This is finding peace of mind by going in a new direction, or getting out of a certain relationship. So, Knight of Pentacles. In the reverse, like I say, I think your heart has experienced a lot of false promises or disappointment. Let down. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles here in the heart space. Two of Wands. The Eight of Cups. Wow. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, Two of Wands, Seven of Wands. It's going to be okay, now the path is opening up. This is the focus. Refocus your heart about moving forward into a new direction. Like, do it. No matter what the cost here is. Because the cost ultimately feels like it's your happiness if you stay with where the situation you're in, and your health even. People sometimes turn to escapism and things like that because they're not happy, but they're also realizing at the same time that it's not going to help change anything. So then it just makes them even more depressed or more sad about this. You have both cards. This card has a person at a airport. They're getting away. They're going somewhere. This is asserting yourself, making it happen, no matter what. The 7 plus the 2, that's 9 wands. So that's your perseverance and your determination to make that happen. Maybe Spirit is bringing in a certain soulmate, a real love connection, or a new connection here. that also is someone that would be helping out with this. I'm going to guess that that part on how the plan is from Spirit is going to be kind of different for everyone. Can I have something from, excuse me, the 108 Oracle? What's the plan? Spirit, what's the plan? Curtain call. Curtain call and the slingshot card. Okay, that's the plan. Okay, the plan is about being really seen and stepping into main character stage. So like main character on the stage. Look, it's time. The slingshot is like you felt the tension because you are about to be slingshot into this next new chapter, this next new phase of your life where you are the one that's on the stage. Certainly, this could involve like acclaim, fame, recognition, parade, celebrity, admiration, show, spotlight, focused attention. You need to be focused as much as possible about slingshotting yourself and knowing that if you're experiencing tension, anxiety, setbacks, pullback, that it's all for the sake of when it's released, right? So that's the plan, is to put you center stage. All right. Now, we could be being highly critical of ourselves, our past mistakes. Maybe looking back, we could be harshly judging ourselves with this judgment in the reverse. There's something we need to let go of in regards to that. There's something that you need to forgive yourself for. Yeah. So this is in the hope or fear spot with the Three of Swords, but it's in the reverse because she's releasing it. She's releasing all of the heartbreak. And also, any kind of bitterness from the disappointment from whoever you are dealing with, knowing that they were part of the formula that gets you slingshot into a new stage, or maybe even a place where you have more strength now, more admiration for yourself, or I'm not saying that that's like a good thing that you went through a horrible experience with somebody. It could have been somebody who was abusive. This is just not a good, it's not a good energy of whoever you're dealing with or were dealing with. But there is a need to release and forgive because of this, in whatever way, part of the plan, part of the growth. I have a feeling that candle's going to go out right as I'm saying that. Yeah, it's time to let it go completely, isn't it? It's time to forgive this situation. Not just saying it. Actually forgiving the situation and knowing that it's actually part of something that's coming up in your life that's going to be the amazing chapter. And you had to be you, exactly how you were made and developed through everything to be in that spot, to get that role. Like, as I'm seeing that curtain call as somebody that has cultivated a certain amount of empathy. They also have compassion. There's something about, you can play this part so well now. Why? Because there's something so relatable to whatever the role is now casting you for. Like, part of your mission. Okay. It's like waking up and figuring out why. All of the whys being answered, and maybe not in words of why you went through what you went through or are going through what you're going through, but the release in your heart, the release of that hold, the darkness that it put there is the release of that. Yeah, it feels like Christ consciousness. It does. It really does, because it's so there's something so freeing and so loving about everything about that. So I think that maybe you're going through a period where you're not necessarily seeing the plan. You don't have to, right? You don't have to. But they are acknowledging that something's not right with what you have been through, or something is not right for you to stay in. Okay? And where there's a will, there's a way, is what they're saying. Because that all goes back to this Two of Wands, your focus, your determination. You've waited long enough. You've stayed long enough, or you've developed enough at this point. There were things that were out of your control with the wheel in the reverse here, that were just part of something we don't necessarily understand as to why it was part of the plan. But the Hangman in that position, I see them as like enlightened. And definitely able to see something from a different angle. Oh yeah, there you are. You're able to see something from a different angle. So, this is how you're feeling. You're feeling like something has taken a long time, and that bits and parts of you have been sacrificed in this process. But they're telling me to tell you that there has been much soul retrieval work done on you. There has been much healing. And that is why the message that's coming through right now is it's time to let go and to feel the forgiveness that's in your heart. And so that the timing can definitely be what is making us feel like, what's the plan? Is there still a plan? Is there a plan? Yeah. So, with Temperance, I'll get a clarification, but usually if I see Temperance here and on the board with a different deck, okay, with a different deck, if it's in the reverse like this one is, I would say that it's almost divine timing for something, and that maybe the end of the waiting is here. But it also is tied to, this is in the environment, something about timing and something about chemistry being off. Yeah, okay, let's get clarification for Temperance, please. Queen of Cups. The Emperor here. The timing, there's something you have to heal within yourself, emotionally, physically, and it has to do with you, one, complete self-love, caring, opening, having a wide open heart space, but also saying, okay, I'm going to take that archetype with the Emperor, stand up for myself, assert myself, and I'm going to start to be the author of my own authority, right? That's what the Emperor does. So there's something about our own health, physical, mental, taking complete because that is also the challenge, right? So there is something here that we have to balance out within ourselves. With the Knight of Swords, with it being the way that it is, it's reversed up here, then this is a change that's been delayed for too long. And it is a change that is needed, because if it's not made, then it's holding you back. This has to do with you, though. Let me see what this Temperance, Queen of Cups, Emperor is about to... Whoa, it is time, isn't it? Oh, something big's gonna happen. They're saying something really big is about to happen. And in the energy of, I need to take really good care of myself, they're telling me it's preparedness. They're wanting to prepare you or you to prepare yourself. They've been preparing your heart. They've been preparing, helping you with soul retrieval, the parts in this situation that you felt like you had lost of yourself. There's a need now more than ever because of this powerful energy coming in. This can be a person, a very powerful person, and a very powerful position that you may be in. So it's going to be quick when it happens. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be like the act of Mother Nature here. And they're wanting you to prepare for this. So really being heard and really being seen for exactly who you are, especially if you resonate here with being this Queen of Cups energy. One that has a really nice big heart, that's easy to talk to, listens, she listens very well, or he will listen very well. They're very spiritual and very intuitive. And this has a certain sensitiveness to it. And I just feel like there's going to be an energy that comes in and helps guard that sensitivity of yours. Yeah, I feel like it will help guard that type of sensitivity of yours, because that is something that I feel that might even be triggering, because of that being a doorway that some other people in your past have used to exploit or use you. And so this is like where it's cherished, where it holds some sort of authority, you know what I mean? That beautiful sensitiveness. And remember that song from Jewel, I'm sensitive and I'd like to stay that way? Like, that's what they are saying to you, is don't you dare lose your heart at this point. Don't you dare, release it, release the pain, because exactly how you were to begin with, you don't need to change that. And please don't, That's actually what makes you strong. It was all about just being, or figuring out who is deserving of it and what kind of environment supported it. Okay. Whew, 7 of Cups, 10 of Swords. All right, Shooting Star says, quick action, wish granted, rare, falling, a moment in time, luck, dynamic, incandescent, dazzled, sudden, short-lived, passionate, passing through, enterprising, and brilliant. Thunderstorm, power, destruction, trouble, electric display, a warning, out of control, energy shift. I think it's mainly that. And triumph over evil, opportunity to overcome. Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. Yeah. So your goal in Disney. Oh, I'm almost looking at this as like something else. Okay, let me tell you now what I'm seeing with this, because this is in the future. All right, this is in the future. I see somebody that has a really dark heart. They wanted certain things from you, but they would never change, or they didn't. Yeah, they just never changed. They never changed their ways. They kind of remained dark. All right. I see that person looking kind of pissed, because here we have movement, and we have you going towards a situation, or maybe actual travel, but you're going to be offered something very loving with the Page of Cups. It is a new start for you, though. And so this other energy might be like, oh, but I've been here for so long. Yes, but nothing's changed within your heart or your soul, is what I'm picking up on. And so this person's like, hi. They are passionate, loving, and I think it's the start to a new relationship for a lot of you all. Can be a new career path, but whatever it is, this message that comes in, it allows for movement. Ooh. Don't worry, things will get balanced out here. The future energy is it's going to be kind of tough at first. It's going to be maybe there's a lot that will be thrown your way. You'll have to juggle a lot. At first, it might be something where you have to get kind of used to something new. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles here. The Three of Swords. Yeah, it might be heartbreaking here because I think, look, I have a feeling that you're going to end up, for a lot of you all watching this, I just have a feeling that you're going to end up going towards a new person or a new relationship. Two of Cups, and breaking off the imbalance, the one that was completely not right. I don't think this is about going back and forth on what you want either. I think it's definitely knowing that you'll accept that Three of Swords. It's actually what you're going to need this ending to release it. For a lot of you all. 2, 2, 2, 2. 2. We have a lot of 2s out here. So I don't think this is your heart that's going to be breaking, though. Listen, I don't feel like it's your heart, because I feel like you're the one that's going to be able to heal and release the pain from your heart, like of what you've experienced. This Two of Cups might be an opposites kind of attract situation too. Tell me more about this future energy. A person of air. So there's going to be a connection with the mind for one thing, and there might even be telepathy there with this if it's on the 5D first, you know what I mean? So other than the fact that it could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but I'm not going to really get hung up on that as much as I am the mentalist, like having being attracted to somebody's mind. Yeah, they're really saying that. Being attracted to somebody's mind. Sapphire, mental force, spiritual insight, hope and faith, wise judgment, power and strength, holy, divine favor, precious. Yeah, so you're going to be upgrading. The repairman is, it's time for an upgrade. It's time to make things right with your heart and with your experience here, because it's time. It's time for action. Things are fast-tracked, ready to unfold quickly and smoothly. So it's time for some good news. Yay. Page of Wands, King of Pentacles reverse. I think this is the breakup, or the person that is going to feel well, I mean, they put themselves in that position in a sense, because there's just something not right with them. Okay, this is a darker energy that I'm feeling. You know, somebody that's not, they can say a lot, but they're not fitting the role at all, and there's all of these letdowns associated with this person. And I don't think we should focus on that, but I think they're saying that the commitment there of who's the main provider or something like that, whoever this was, like, I think that's breaking of that commitment. And I think that's what it's representing here. Because the Page of Wands is saying, just like the Page of Cups, that there is something new that is opening up for you. And this pathway is something that you're going to like, and that it's past, and maybe to you it may feel like, okay, it's past time. And I don't mean halfway. The Magician. Yeah, it is time. The Magician means that you've manifested this for yourself, and you're going to be victorious. This has been a slow process. I'm going to say that you had to have a lot of healing because of what you've been through. And I feel like you were being prepared for, yes, a role where you're going to be victorious. And you're going to have overcome so much. And you'll be raised up. People will look at you like, oh, you're glowing. How do you even look that good going through what you've gone through? But you know, this is preparation. This was preparation for the stage that you're about to step foot onto. And though it came slowly, and though there was a lot of crap that happened in between, keep those thoughts happy, positive here, because Spirit is saying you are divinely favored. There's people in the spirit realm that have reverence for you, even attempting to do. Yeah, I'm hearing, oh, you brave soul, because of something about being, they're showing me like a classroom with people, getting together what they want to go through in life, what they want to experience. And you being like that old soul that says, you know what? I'm going to do the hardest shit. I'm going to do the hardest stuff. I'm going to experience some of the worst things. Yeah, you need somebody to play that part. I'll do that. The role that nobody wanted for a while is what you agreed on. The only reason why you agreed on it was because the thing that led to this curtain call, it had to go that way. And so, you brave old soul are going to be really proud of yourself. 616 is also a number that might be significant here. It's just 616 standing out to me. Oh, okay. I heard some, you know what's interesting about that is I heard a person talk about on YouTube. This is so off topic. I'm sorry. It's coming to my mind. But she said 616, the original number of the beast. Or something like that, instead of like 666. So she's like, it was originally 616. Hey, if you know anything about that, put it in the comments. I don't know anything except for this person on YouTube said it, okay? So, but she might be right. I mean, she looked like she knew her stuff. And I watch all kinds of crazy shit on YouTube. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. Mm-hmm. Angel number to close it out. I need to find a deck with more angel numbers than these, you know, like a bigger deck, or maybe combine two. So it's coming is the message. Prepare any kind of little things that you need to change or adjust. Just know everything's going to be made right for you. Look, it's your heart that shines. You're compassionate. Yeah, your heart is what, see, that's what they're saying with this number 9 is that it's your heart here. Your compassion for others. That's the thing that, like, everyone loves in you and that spirit really backs you up on. And that's the thing they're saying. Let's open it back up. Okay, let's open that heart back up. So it does say you have a strong talent for speaking up for others, and that might be another message in here too about that, about the ability, especially when put on some kind of stage or platform, to be able to, 1, show your compassion, 2, talk about the things that really mean something to you, and the underdog mentality too. Whenever you get raised up, make sure you help to lift the people that are feeling low. Once you get to that point, you know, that's the only time you can actually lift somebody up. Or the time that you could do it and have the best outcome, or the easiest time being able to. So you get there first. You're disciplined. This is about your focus. Number 31, your focus. You are disciplined. You can achieve what you want. And then master number 22, you're in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. I'm aligned. So that's what I have for you all tonight. If you need a private reading, information's in the description box. Thank you for coming. If you liked it, give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you, especially at our selective collective readings. They are usually interesting. Most of the time they're a little different than this, but just felt like we maybe needed one of those. So I'm sending you love and light. Bye.